Hey, what's up everyone? This is Marley Hatsune. Last episode, we basically went to war and we almost lost a battalion. We're becoming military badasses. And we're on week 14. We really can't do much right now, but let's take some in terms of anything that probably would be useful. Is faith deducted? No. Let's take faith. Because we need... Close your eyes, relax every muscle of your body. Dropping your favorite play is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen. You was walking one day in the garden to hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. Guess I was wrong. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. There are reports that a guiltin has been sighted in leaving the old forest. What's a guiltin? A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak and spikes on its back. Eek! Several disappearances in southern Coloris have already thought to be the work of this creature. What should we do? Should we send hunters? The tradition policy on stray base is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You'd only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. I'm impressed by the discipline of the Novan troops, but the responsibility of their lives weighs heavily on your shoulders. There are approximately 9 battalions, 1 company, and 1 platoon under your direct command. Still pissy, I see. You need to innovate stuff. You learn about the variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear to the halberd and the glaive. You read about well-known signs of bad fortune: wells turning sour, dry lightning, strange fish caught in nets, malformed babies being born, and so on. Yeah, because they're formed. They aren't born. They just form out of thin air. You read about signs that have presaged famous disasters, such as the seas running red before Doom Shadow fell upon Nova 200 years ago. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. Grand ball, there will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planning, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside the castle, you are less well protected if anyone means you harm. Think on it now, decide later. The Duke of Sedna attend the gala. It is a traditional Novan event. Inviting your fiancé might be seen as a statement. I'm not going to marry him. It's a statement I have to send. As you wish. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Brienne. I went to school with her, but she's in another country. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest her. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun. When is it fun? You learn about the requirement of all civilized sailors to rescue the crew of a sinking ship, even an enemy. You learn about the challenges to naval warfare posed by unpredictable weather, as well as the dangers of sailing too close to an unknown coastline. You learn about the use of ships in transporting ground soldiers between locations. The kings and queens of Nova have all been lumens for centuries, but in modern times, magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. I've unlocked another outfit! Hey! Today's a procession and planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from your disappointment. If you lose you, there's no recovery. I would guess I'd rather stay here. You watch the procession from your tower window, feeling safe but lonely. Suddenly you hear someone moving around inside your room. You turn in surprise, but it's only a maid. Lady, what are you... Should you not be in the procession? It's a major festival, but there are other ways to celebrate. I prefer to give thanks to good lady's blessings by meditating. That's very wise of you, my lady. Hey, I didn't get any buffs off of that. Sitting in court. New outfit. Let's see. I'm getting like a priestess robe. Boosts faith. Oh, I'm so cute. Everything in this game is freaking cute. So what's my mood right now? Yielding. Royal demeanor, history, faith. Okay. And let's work on my presence more, because presence is always good. You read about King Latimer and how he knew he was destined for greatness when he saw the shape of a crown in the spider's web. You read about animal omens, in particular the flights of birds. You practice wearing the royal regalia and looking at yourself in the mirror. As young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with. Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide! After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've seen you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers his arm. The first to dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. I believe the next turn is mine. He bows gracefully and offers you his hand, then leans closer to whisper a quick question. Do you know how to dance? Nod or shake your head. You shake your head slightly, your hair swaying. Watch me, I'll go slowly. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father, especially when the man in front of you is the one you have agreed to marry. His touch is gentle, his every move carefully signaled to be sure that you don't miss the beat. Is this what your marriage will be like? Between the dances, there's time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food. During a lull in the music, Banyan, the Duke of Murray, taps an elegant fingernail against the wine glass, letting a clear note ring out through the room. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her bravery and courage kept our soldiers defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take your opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you, and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, who's setting fire to the rain in the back of the gala room. I mean, she's the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lula and a fierce sportswoman. She has a few years ahead of you in school and is absolute terror on the ball field. No Branny. She'd said her parents were leaving her stuck at school for this season. Her parents are here dancing together, Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Should they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? As the evening grows late, your personal guest draws you aside for a private conversation. You have my most fulsome thanks for the invitation to this event. However, you might wish to spend more time with the scribes before corresponding and writing all their nobles. Some may not appreciate your unique sense of phrasing. Wonderful. I sounded like an idiot. It's always the greatest of pleasures for me to be in your presence. I look forward to the day we will no longer have to part. Whoa, I fucked up. Okay. I'm going to court. Skills. Royal demeanor. Okay. I should probably look in on Novan history. And I should keep beginning my presence. You read about the history of your domain. Hundreds of years ago, Nova was the center of a great empire, spanning the length of the western coast, as well as a few island territories. Over time, your influence has waned. You stare at yourself in the mirror and practice focusing and transmitting energy, with only your eyes turning the intensity of your gaze on and off at will. You practice using different styles of breathing in order to feel more energetic and let that energy surround you for others to share. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. You are too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Siren, not a member of your circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior, far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noblewomen go. Dis hoe after me, daddy. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. Bitch. How dare she make a move on your father? Meet her eyes, imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices you stare, but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Darling Elodie, I hope you have been well. Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. This is the path that you have set us on. What do you mean? Your acts have made everyone think about our preparations for the future. Dolores needs an heir. My brother, your Uncle Armand, and is looking for a wife as well. One of us at least must produce more children. But, Mama, nothing can ever replace your mother. But we all have to do things that we don't want to do. I did this. You should be careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I am paying attention to what's around me. And I think I'm going to explore the castle. Wander through parts of the castle where other people rarely visit, but you find little except spiderwebs. Ugh. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other channel. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys in the next video of Long Live the Queen. And with that, I must say, Jana!